how's everyone doing? Of course, last night was the Emmy Awards. That was the big thing here in old Tinseltown last night. Yeah. Yeah, the big winners, Ted Lasso and The Crown. So congrats to everybody involved in those shows. Ted Lasso and The Crown. Big night for shows set in London, wasn't it? That, and then also John Oliver, Michaela Cole. I mean, it makes the sting even more real for Peppa Pig. Constantly ignored. Constantly ignored at the primetime Emmys. Like, only... I think Daddy Pig got nominated in 2006, and ever since then, it's just been a shutout.
And it was for, like, a guest turn on another show, right? He was on...
No, that was Susie Sheep. Susie Sheep.
She did...
Susie Sheep's been nominated twice for her work hosting SNL. But ignored within the realm of Peppa Pig. And Daddy Pig nominated in 2006, which was a landmark year, but still not a win.
They want to pretend like Hollywood doesn't discriminate against conservatives, but there it is in plain English.
100%. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Seeing Ted Lasso win all those awards last night got me thinking, I think I'm going to spend the next year coaching the Denver Broncos. You were there, Reg? You were there, Reg, at the old Emmy Awards?
I was, yeah.
DJing.
Yeah.
You were really good.
Thank you.
You were brilliant.
I was more of a selector than a DJ, but yeah, it was fun.
Although one thing did strike me, you didn't eat a salad during the show. The Emmys start at 5 p.m., which is when we traditionally normally always shot this show. They went longer than we've ever taped this show.
Yes.
It was, by my reckoning, 7 hours. And not one salad did I see eaten.
Well, it was tough. They're very kind of against outside food, just in case you were smuggling weapons in and stuff like that, so...
Okay. I will say more than any other telecast, because it happened a couple of points when you were talking, of any telecast I've ever seen, I saw more people walk into frame and walk out. Of any show I've ever watched, I've never watched a show ever in my life where that many people went... And they did, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was relentless. People were like... I tell you, the bit I loved that you did the most was that off-the-cuff bit you did about Kia cars.
Oh, yeah, no, they were just like, do something about Kia. And I was like, sure. So I just kind of came up with some copy.
Rolled off the tongue, man. I didn't know you knew that much about Kia motors.
Well, it was like a random selection. They were like, choose a car company. And I was like, obviously Kia. And then they were like, oh, now we're gonna have to structure an integration now. And I was just like, well, sorry guys, that's what I chose. So.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Well, it's that time. It's time for the news. As you know, President Biden was all set to roll out COVID booster shots for most Americans starting this week. But over the weekend, the FDA shot down that plan, saying that only the most vulnerable need boosters. Now, I think in this instance, we need to define vulnerable. Because yesterday, I saw a commercial for bathroom tissue that contained aloe vera, and it made me cry. It was so... That's just where I'm at emotionally at the moment. Biden's catching flack for this, but look, I can relate to this, I can relate to over-promising the public in order to lift spirits. You know, whenever I look down the lens and go, we got a great show for you tonight, I don't know. The FDA is offering a compromise. They said if you're still in need of a boost, they say just watch a few minutes of Nick Bernstein on a horse, and that'll give you all the boost you need. In other news, the Biden administration announced today that they will be dropping the travel ban for international travelers for the first time since the pandemic began. As long as you're fully vaccinated, you can come to America starting in November. What about that? Yeah. I didn't even need the news for this. I woke up to 3 separate texts from my dad. With different links to news, and then the last one to just British Airways. We're cool to get booked on any of these, you know, provided it's a flatbed, because that's the way Malcolm Corden travels now. Although, Mum and Dad, if you're watching, I want you to bring flakes, Aeros, double-deckers, Cadbury's buttons, Percy Pigs, wine gums, and then, I don't know, maybe something for the kids. Countries, including the United Kingdom, can now have non-essential travel to the United States. Up until now, it's been limited only to members of Parliament and, from what I can work out, the entire cast of Ted Lasso. And we want to show you this. Over the weekend, an acrobat in Paris walked across a nearly 2,000-foot-long slackline, starting from the Eiffel Tower and crossing the River Seine, all the while more than 200 feet off the ground. Here he is in action. Look at this. Statistically, that guy is in at least 7 engagement photos. At one point, he even had a lie down on the wire. Look at that. Look. That is the most French thing I've ever seen. Ever in my life, just lies down. Probably just lies down like, oh, I've grown tired of this. This is such a drag. It's an amazing feat. Even more impressive, when he heard that the United States travel ban was being lifted, he just kept going, right across the Atlantic Ocean. We got here too early, 'cause it's not till November. So to walk back. To walk back, they said, unless you're in Ted Lasso, you've got to walk back. Moving on, have you guys heard about the $200 million movie that Tom Cruise is going to shoot in outer space? You know, he was saying it was the first feature film to be shot in space. Well, a Russian film crew have just announced that they're going to beat him to it, filming their own movie on the International Space Station next month. Now, here's what I'll say, Russia, OK? You can meddle in our elections, you can mess with the oil pipelines. You do not mess with Tom Cruise, OK? No, it's a big deal. I worry about this. I fear that the stress of this could even cause Tom Cruise to start aging. But imagine he must have been sat at home, Tom Cruise, now going, oh, that's it. That mission was impossible. What can we do? How can we help Tom Cruise? What can he do to top the Russians?
He's got to hit him where it hurts and annex Crimea.
Annex?
Wow. OK. I was hoping something a little more lighthearted, I'll be honest, but no.
Big guns, dude.
I think this is a bit like that Truman Capote film. You know, there was 2 Capote films, both about Capote, and then the one with Philip Seymour Hoffman, they were like, don't worry that we're coming out second. We'll be fine. Yeah. I think it's not a real film.
You're going to go out on a limb and say that the $200 million Tom Cruise picture is better than whatever this Russian movie about a doctor going to space is?
Never let it be said. Never let it be said, man. I'll stand up for it. I believe Tom Cruise will be better.
I'll be behind you every step of the way, man.
I know you will.
Yeah.
I know you will.
All I can do is have your back.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
I'll be there, too.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Let's move on. And did everybody see this? The United Nations General Assembly kicked off this morning in New York City, and it started with some pretty unusual visitors. BTS were there. BTS visited the UN, and here's a performance they put together for the world leaders.
It's the thought of PM when your heart's just like a drum, beating louder with nowhere to guard it. Then you say, I wanna dance, the music's got me going, and nothing that can stop how we move. Yeah.
Love it. It must be weird, though, for whoever uploads the UN General Assembly meeting to YouTube. And they're like, 15 million views! I knew that these trade tariffs would be popular. I said start with the trade tariffs. Although lots of people are saying, why are BTS? The world leaders have no choice but to take BTS seriously. At the end of the day, BTS has one of the largest armies on planet Earth. Historic moment. It actually marks the first time 15-year-old girls everywhere found themselves wishing that they were Secretary General Antonio Guterres. And finally, we wanted to show you this. A teenager in the United Kingdom is making headlines because of an accident that happened while he was trying to measure the length of his penis with a USB cable. And, well, look, he's fine, but here's the X-ray here Look at that. What is...
What?
He got the USB, I don't understand how he was even... what's happening here? Let's unpack this for a minute. Bring up the photo again.
I don't make no type of
What?
sense.
So that's in his body somehow?
Yeah. I mean, USB, more like a dongle. Can you imagine? Imagine going to your parents. Imagine going to your parents and be like, Mum, Dad, I've got to go to the emergency room, or at the very least, a Genius bar. But he's saying he was trying to measure it by what? Pushing it, what, down? Has he pushed, is it
There's no way.
Is he pushing, yes? Susan, yes?
No.
That's what it looks like.
Well, he's fed it down.
That's impossible.
There's no way.
I don't understand. I can't get my head around it. Is that all that wiring inside his
I think
body?
that some of the wiring is like laying on his leg, and then like
Has to
maybe
be.
part is in there, but it would still show up in the X-ray.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's mislead.
But hang on, the USB, the chunky end,
Right.
is that in his body or is
I think
that on
that part's
top?
got to be outside of his body.
I think so. I mean, is it a USB-C? What is it?
I just think it's really easy to criticize radical thinking when it doesn't work out, but like ultimately, this is the kind of ingenuity that put man on the moon, and it's like.
But hang on, he's saying he did it to measure his penis.
Yeah.
So you can have two measurements, like your inside leg and outside leg. Is that what it is? Like, well, it's actually this long, although if I measure the entire urethra, it's actually like what are you hoping for? What are you...
Make no sense. Sounds like he said that, but he was doing something else.
I think you're right. I think he's doing something else.
Gotcha.
Trying to plug in his hard drive.
What does he think a doctor's going to do, though? Be like, we're going to just try and turn your penis off and on again.
Ugh.
Do you think he still uses it? If he's got
His penis? Unlikely, no.
Is this something we could ask Ken about?
Is Ken watching? Is Ken up there? Is Ken watching?
Ken is up there, and he is a doctor.
Is there a camera up there?
Oh,
hang on. We got Ken. Ken, are you looking at this?
Yes.
What do you think's gone on here?
Oh my God, I feel like he's trying to download his anus or something. I don't think that's medically or like IT possible. I don't know. I don't work for Apple, but I don't think you should ever download your anus to try to measure your penis. I think medically that just seems wrong to me.
Well, I think he came up with the measuring the penis thing when the inevitable question is, well, why were you doing this?
Right. When you download your anus, you always use to measure the penis cover. It's a good alibi.
It's gone, it's measuring my penis.
I was measuring my penis.
Measuring my penis.
Yeah.
Oh, bit like the guy who sort of sits down on a ketchup bottle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's like a guy in a hospital who's like, I sat down accidentally.
Oh my God, yeah. What are you, a doctor?
Don't
Stop
ask too
asking
many
me.
questions. Well, that's the news.
Yay!
We'll be right back with more of the Late Late Show, everybody.